All right, it's an absolute catastrophe in the shop. You know what that means. SEMA Crunch is here. We're back on Waylon. As you can see, half the engine is off the goddamn thing. That's because we were fine-tuning some things, getting it ready, because tonight we're actually going to take the truck over to Supie's shop because it's got to get wired. And we got to finish the plumbing, but we're all going to do it over there. We need to do stuff fast, so that's how it's happening. So check it out. We got all the injectors in. We got all the manifold up stuff on. We still have not polished this, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that before SEMA. Hopefully we will. But the last piece we were waiting on for the top of the motor, which I'm really stoked on, just came. Drift HQ had this really badass HGK carbon base plate in stock, and they made sure to get it over. So look at this. So obviously we still got to cut a hole in it, right? But this is a nice drop base so that we can actually run a filter on this. This way we can ensure we're not sucking in a bunch of rubber and dumb crap when we're doing burnouts. And plus, sprint car filters just look cool. We still have to make some sort of a linkage. Originally I was gonna run the linkage here, but as you can see, we got this big old Holley dual throat Mondo Kajunga throttle body. So the thought was maybe I can do one of these and push this up like so and run the throttle cable from the front. I don't think that's gonna work. So what we're probably gonna have to do is build something back here and then run a linkage behind this. So hopefully we can get this to open the way we want. That's gonna be a job for smarter people. We gotta put a bunch of stuff back on it so we can ship it over to Supie's. But in the meantime, tomorrow, I've gotta go film with Brandon Schwab for a new show that he's doing, and we're gonna use the K5. So, we actually got our boy, Big Rich here. We're gonna get this thing dialed in a little tighter. So, he had done a street tune on it with the new ECU that we have. It was set up a little fat to be safe, but I gotta drive it all the way to the valley, which means that's like a 2-hour drive basically, and I'm inevitably gonna be sitting in traffic, and we don't want it loading up in traffic and fouling out plugs and all that because we want to party. So Mr. Richard here is giving the old beat boop to the Holley Dominator there. So what are you seeing, my guy?
So I made some adjustments to your target air fuel ratio, and it'll basically adjust everything based off of this target. We will then make some other adjustments to your base fueling to lean it out in these particular rich conditions.
This is the one scenario where you don't want to be too rich. Get it? The thing is rowdy though. Now that all the cylinders fire and it works properly, it's scary fast. So we can't wait to get this thing on the dyno. Obviously we're in the middle of the crunch, so we got to wait just a few days before we can do that. I have hopes for it because it is pants-ing fast for what this thing is. So much scarier than it used to be. So I'm excited. It's a little bent. This is what it sounds like, okay? If you got a problem with that, you can get out. All right, so we are getting some interior back in this thing to head to Supie's because we still got to make a center console for this. So we're gonna force Grimm to do that for us. This will be nice. Of course, we got my man Hector here helping us out with the tow. Big dog. That dude has so many fast cars in his driveway. It's absurd. One of these days we're gonna get him to go out and take us out, show what we got. We got a bunch of this all together. I mean, you know, mocked up. We're gonna get this thing all buttoned up, get it on the trailer, get it over Supie's, and get some wiring done. And also tomorrow, we got Brendan from DYME PSI coming back. We're gonna finish up the plumbing. Hell yeah, we're moving. Oh yeah. We are here at Supie's shopping. What do we got? We got a Grimm?
Oh, are we already starting?
Yeah, we're starting, brother.
Hey, Zach, it's good to see you
Oh
again. Oh my God.
Hey. Look, we got a lot to finish up here because SEMA's like, I don't know, 3 weeks away now, something like that. And yeah, this thing's got to get going. So yeah, hustle, boys. Let's go.
Let's go.
So I saw you in here scanning earlier.
Yeah. Scan the interior kind of area where the center console usually goes, because I heard somebody wants a new center console.
I do need a fly ass. So that needs to be full billet. You're a big billet guy, you know. So
Yeah, apparently.
Big-
We got a machine. We got a machine.
I know, right? So
Real
look,
nice.
look. So anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna do a center console. That's gonna have the switch pads for the Haltec system. We're gonna have the shifter in there.
Shifter in there. We're gonna do some fancy 3D printed stuff with some sheet metal. I know sheet metal, it's kind of poor for your taste these days, Zach.
It's alright, just polish it. You know, mirror
Okay,
finish.
yeah, we'll polish it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do some sheet metal, we'll do some 3D printing to make it all work into the dash maybe, and we'll get everything you need sorted out.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna finish up a little bit of this stuff, and then we got to get it on the lift because Brendan's coming back to finish all those fittings. Let's go, baby.
Dude, I can't believe Zach came in and like prepared.
No.
And those two things I asked him, and two things that he did. Zach is, what's this world coming to? Zach came prepared, like he mounted. Zach, dude.
All right, the whole gang's here. Now we can start making lines, baby. We got that DYME PSI crew here. So we're gonna hit the oil pump first, the pan, and we're just gonna move on from there. Just chipping away at it. Yeah? 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 All right, we're gonna get this thing up in the air. Check it out, right now we're plumbing all of the oil pump and the sump fittings. We've got all the lines here coming off of the sump pan, right? So these will all be nicely crimped, and we got quick releases on stuff. These are gonna have quick releases down here. This, basically like this, right? And so it'll all be on the line. And then we'll have these 180s that are hard mounted to the sump. And then obviously for the pump, we've got quick releases here because if any of this needs to come out, boom, we can just stop that right there. Easy, mess-free, not having to strip stuff out. Try getting a wrench in there for a Dash 16. It ain't happening. All right, so we got all the oil lines made, or well, they got all the oil lines made. I get to do the fun part, which is click everything in. And goddamn, these are good. Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah. Damn, son, that looks clean as hell. Yo, this is what I'm talking about. This looks nice and clean, tidy, and the ease of use. Perfect. All right, so the boys at DYME PSI, they just took off. We've got the oil pump and the sump all plumbed up. It looks so damn good. From here, you can kind of see what we got going on. We're gonna make a little bracket to hold this up a little tighter, but super clean lines. Everything's accessible, everything's easy. And that is very important on stuff that you're gonna have to take apart all the time, because let's face it, we're going to. Now, we're gonna let Supie do a little bit of wiring, and then the boys are gonna come back, plumb the rest of this stuff. We still gotta do all the lines to the oil tank, the fuel lines, stuff like that, but so far, it's looking real good. So we're gonna pack it up tonight, and we'll see you in 10 seconds after whatever this transition is.
All right, you can see we already took this stuff apart, and we're at that stage where we're measuring and kind of like terminating the ends. So this is pretty much our main harness. You know, with the cannon connector here. It's got all the nice strain reliefs. It's got the back shell on it. So Grimm is actually gonna make a plate here to cover up the old hole. And we have a bulkhead connector that connects to this. This goes out to the other leads. That's about pretty much it, you know? All these ends go somewhere. Once we get this shrunk down with the boot and that kind of terminated there, but then we, you know, add our ends. Easy stuff, right? We only got, what, 20 days left? It's gonna be great. Fantastic. Go see Mr. Grimm, see what the hell he's doing. You see, Grimm sits in the AC office all day. I don't really know what he does. Like, it's cold as hell in here.
I had it all done.
And then what happened? What happened, Grimm? Tell us how you were.
I told you I don't want to talk about this.
So Grimm was in here for like the whole morning, and then I walk in and it's like, you know, we gotta tell the good people what we done. Let's show them the CAD work. Somehow his computer crashed. He lost all his work for the whole day.
Most of the day. Most of the, not the whole day. Not the whole day, okay, buddy? Let's not get carried away.
So you see, we have some of the components on the ground. He just finished modeling them. This way we can put all the stuff that we just modeled onto the center console. This is the other half of the harness, right? This is the inside half. My half-eaten M&Ms. Once we figure out where it lays in the car, and then it gets terminated with the other half, which is the cannon connector here. This is the bulkhead half, actually. See, that's the bulkhead half. This is the half that's already on the other side. This goes together like that, right? So once this gets into the car, we terminate that end, and that's pretty much it. Here is the EDM harness. It's a couple hours, and a couple hours, we're done. Yeah.